Hey guys, MBG back again. This time we're doing a video unboxing of the new Tyranid Venomthropes kit. Now, of course, this is a really neat plastic three-part kit, or quantity 3 kit, that also includes a special Neuranthrope model as well that you can make in the stead of a Zoantrhope. So it's a pretty neat kit. I've taken a look at it, 3 individual sprues, and we'll get to that here in a second. And I'll tell you what, this is definitely a long time coming because the Finecast ones are obviously garbage. I'm sorry, G-Dub, Finecast didn't work out for y'all, but these are awesome. They're way better than the metal ones. Metal ones are just kind of too heavy in my opinion. These are almost perfect. They are incredibly detailed, stuff that we haven't seen. I mean, obviously resin and Finecast is going to be more detailed. It's just the nature of the material. But the fact that these were sculpted on a computer and we hadn't seen detail like that before in plastic is definitely a boon. I mean, a welcome boon, of course. So let's take a look at it. Like I said, it's 3 individual sprues, which is kind of unheard of. Normally we get, one sprue designed, so it all kind of goes together, it all kind of forms, each one is an independent model, but it's not quite like that with this, and it's kind of cool to see. So I'll kind of break it down here a bit. So let's take a look at this sprue. So this is just your basic sprue. It's not going to have the two. There's one sprue that has 2 heads. So the way to make the kit is there's 2 parts. Like if you want to go with the Venomthrope, you take this kind of top torso assembly, glue it together. You put your chimneys on it, your chimney spire kind of things, spines, and you're good to go. And then you glue it onto the bottom piece right here, right? And then you kind of build it around that with all the little claws and the whips. And the whips are really nice because there's a whole bunch of different ones. Like you got the curvy ones right there, you got kind of the straight ones right there, and then on this other one you kind of got a crack the whip kind of motion there, if you can kind of see it in the foreground. So that's that. And then if you want to make the Zoanthrope model, you use the little brain matter kind of pieces here, cap your top piece onto it, and of course you use the head when you make the Venomthrope there. So this is your assembly here basically. Remember, they don't really have a face per se. It's kind of teeth and like a, I don't know, kind of like the bottom half of a face kind of coming down from that armor plate, and then you put your little stubby front pieces on it, and you also attach it to this piece. So if you can find somebody that has a bunch of these pieces, you can actually make 6 different models out of this kit. So that's kind of cool, right? You can't really get the freed Neuranthrope out of it because you still need these pieces here, and I'll show you that in a second. So it's very kind of cool how they did it. And then obviously I'm sure the bit sellers will be selling that one piece at a premium. So here's the sprue with the Neuranthrope bit right here. This is the Neuranthrope head, and then you put this little horn on it, and then here's the little hot spine that kind of sticks out the back, the neurospine I guess it's called, that kind of sticks up out of the back. So a little bit different, but pretty much the same formatting. You still need these pieces here to make it work. Actually, I think you use this. I'll have to look into the instruction booklet. So it's possible that you might be able to make 7 models if you have those bottom pieces there. So this is a little exception to the norm, whereas you don't have those other bottom pieces. They're going to be on this other sprue that I'll show you in a second. So this is kind of like the Sergeant upgrade sprue, so to speak, for the set. And then you've got the other trooper sprue, I guess, to put it in more conventional human terms, where this half is basically one model, and this half can basically, the pieces you need are right here. You need the top piece for the Zoanthrope, the bottom piece, of course, to make either of the models, whether you make the Venomthrope or the Zoanthrope, and then of course it's right there as well. So that's kind of how it works. Then you use the pieces that were on that Sergeant sprue with the Venomthrope or the Neuranthrope, just to kind of put everything together. So overall, I think it's cool how they did it. I think the design's definitely well done. Of course, it's a little weird that if you get those extra bits, you can make a lot more models. Which, I mean, hey, let's face it, Tyranid players, hey, yeah, you probably need a lot of models, right? So jump onto your favorite bit seller on eBay or wherever they may be, and see about getting some of them bottom torsos, because those are going to be the hot bit for this one, right? So unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot to talk about with this kit. It's pretty self-explanatory. I've given you all the info as I can pretty much tell. Of course, it comes with those 40 mil bases, which I didn't show you because, let's face it, they're 40 mil bases. So that's about it for this one, guys. Make sure you stay in the trenches, subscribe to this YouTube channel, check out the blog, spikybitsblog.com, and listen to our podcast, forgethenarrative.com.